Look at this incredible team that Liverpool is putting together to try and win everything. Champions of the Premier League last season, the Reds not only want to maintain their dominance in England, but also aim to go further in the Champions League this time. And for that, they are opening the checkbook with no hesitation. In this video, we're going to analyze Liverpool's signings along with some players who might still join the squad. Liverpool has already started its pre-season preparations. As you can see on the screen, the team led by Arne Slot has been playing some friendlies and will face Manchester City in the Community Shield on August 10th, in less than a week. So, the club has been using these initial games to integrate the newly signed players. However, the expectation is that all the new names will be fully available and we'll get to see the real Liverpool only starting from the first Premier League matches. Now let's look at the new additions Liverpool has made for this season. Virgil van Dijk. You might be wondering, how is Van Dijk a new signing? Well, a player of his quality, importance, and leadership, keeping him in the squad can definitely be considered a reinforcement. Van Dijk's contract was set to expire at the end of last season, but Liverpool managed to extend it. So instead of ending in 2025, it now runs through 2027. More than just signing new players, it's crucial to keep your key ones, and Liverpool did it with a 34-year-old Dutch defender, Mohamed Salah. Another name that can be considered a reinforcement is Mohamed Salah. 4 years, he's been Liverpool's standout player and was one of the best players in the world last season. He was the club's top scorer and makes a huge impact on the pitch. He can decide matches on his own with individual brilliance. Like Van Dijk, Salah's contract was due to expire, but Liverpool successfully renewed it with a 32-year-old Egyptian until 2027. Mamardashvili. Now let's talk about actual new signings. Starting with the goalkeeper position, Alisson is getting a long-term backup, someone who might eventually take his place. The Georgian goalkeeper Mamardashvili, who was playing for Valencia in Spain, was bought last season for €30 million. Since Alisson is still the undisputed starter, Liverpool thought it best to let Mamardashvili stay one more year on loan at Valencia. He now joins the team for this new season. At 24, he's a young keeper with great potential and has signed a contract until 2031. It's clearly a long-term investment, as Alisson is expected to remain the starter this season and possibly the next. Jeremy Frimpong. Unlike Mamardashvili, Jeremy Frimpong is coming in to be a starter. That's because Liverpool lost Trent Alexander-Arnold on a free transfer to Real Madrid. With their main right-back gone, Liverpool had to act quickly and sign Frimpong from Bayer Leverkusen for €40 million. His contract runs until 2030. Like Trent, he's a very offensive fullback, but in a different way. Frimpong relies more on his physicality and speed, while Trent had more technical skills and accurate crosses. Expect Frimpong to make surprise runs and even score goals. His athleticism is a big asset. Milos Kerkez. Liverpool didn't only strengthen the right side, they also brought in a new left-back to compete with Robertson. Milos Kerkez from Bournemouth. The Hungarian cost slightly more than Frimpong, €46 million. At just 21 years old, he's an offensive and technically skilled player. He's very comfortable on the ball and can be an asset in attack. While he likely won't start immediately, he's seen as a long-term investment. His contract also runs until 2031. Florian Wirtz. Among all the signings this window, the most expensive by far was Florian Wirtz. Seen as a gem of German football, he's been thriving in recent years with Bayer Leverkusen and has already been called up to the German national team. Real Madrid, Manchester City, and Bayern Munich were all interested, but in the end, Liverpool secured him to be the new brain of their midfield. He's a classic number 10 with excellent vision and a strong goal-scoring instinct. At just 22, he joined for €125 million with a contract until 2030. If he adapts well, he could become one of the standout players in the squad. Hugo Ekitike. Let's talk forwards now. Liverpool also dropped a lot of money to sign Hugo Ekitike, a 23-year-old French striker with past experience at PSG and Eintracht Frankfurt. He had a solid season in Germany. Tall and mobile, he's a smart player. Liverpool is signing him because Darwin Núñez won't stay for the upcoming season. He's reportedly negotiating with Al Hilal in Saudi Arabia. And as you know, Hotta sadly passed away. So, the club needed fresh options up front. Ekitike was bought for €95 million and signed until 2031. Rodrygo, potential signing. Besides those already signed or renewed, there are two other forwards who might still join Liverpool. Let's start with a left winger, Rodrygo from Real Madrid. He is currently available on the market and is being pursued by Bayern, Arsenal, Tottenham, and Liverpool, especially now that Liverpool has sold Luis Diaz to Bayern Munich. So they urgently need a new left winger, and Rodrygo is the current top target. Imagine that trio, Rodrygo on the left, Salah on the right, and Wirtz in the middle. Alexander Isak, potential signing. Now for the number 9. Liverpool already spent €95 million on Ekitike, but it seems he won't be the most expensive striker. That because the club has made a bid of over €120 million for Alexander Isak, the Swedish striker who was Newcastle's top scorer last season. Liverpool already made the offer, and although Newcastle rejected it for now, it's not because they won't sell him. They just want to find a replacement before agreeing to the deal. Once they do, Isak should become Liverpool's new number 9. If that happens, the forward line for next season could include Salah, potentially Rodrygo, Isak, and Ekitike, a top-tier attack built to win the Champions League. Now I want to hear from you in the comments. What do you think about Liverpool's signings, both confirmed and possible ones? Which one are you most excited about? Let me know down below. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like, subscribe, share, and comment your thoughts. That's all for today. See you tomorrow in the next video. God bless and have an amazing week. Vin Wagner here. Thanks and goodbye.